everyone. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope everybody has had a great week. I know my work weeks are stressful, but it's starting to slow down some. I hope everybody's been great. I hope everybody's healthy. I hope everybody worked out. This is my book. It's doing very well. This is what I look like now when I weighed 310 pounds. And when the book was published, I was down 140. Now I'm down to 470 pounds. Okay. When I first started, it was a very hard journey. People have always asked me, basically, I was dying. And they told me my heart was giving out because I was too heavy. So I had to make some life changes, and the last 6 years I've concentrated on myself. People have asked me, my private life, yeah, I date somebody, but I keep that very private because I'm in the spotlight quite a bit. When you start working out on a fitness journey, it's very hard. You have to put yourself number one. I mean, I used to come home and cry. I felt like I was just this big shit show. I just had all these financial issues, personal things, just everything whelming on me, okay? If everybody thinks you're just going to have this life and this bowl full of cherries, it's not, okay? It's not. You're always going to have something that happens, okay? It's just part of life. I just finally got a clean bill of health this year, okay? So I'm proud of myself because it's been a long journey. I mean, I used to want to give up. We all have financial issues. I have issues with my business every day, my real job, with the idiots, clients, and with idiot criminals, It's part of life. But I don't let it get me, I try not to let it get me down. But I do come home and cry, feel like I'm in a shit show. But it is what it is. I can't change it, okay? But I tell people this. Money can't buy love, happiness, or your health. I found that out 6 years ago when I was dying. Who would ever think that I could be this gorgeous and that I was able to get the weight off? The maintaining it is the hardest part, okay? That's probably the hardest part you'll end up having to deal with. That is the hardest for me, okay? But I do it, I do it. Because I don't have a choice. They told me if I gain any weight back, I die. That's a real wake-up call and real reality. People say, oh, you got money. Honey, I know people that have money and they still died, okay? Just hold your head high and realize you are important, And if you're with somebody, just be there for them when they have their bad days. That's all you can do. And just show that you care, That's what I do. And my life goes pretty easy. My work, it's a shit show. I'm used to it. It's part of life. But I get my workouts in, and I think that's how I'm able to deal with stuff with my workouts, because my workouts help me a lot. They help me cope with everything, okay? But money isn't going to buy you your happiness, and it's not going to buy your health. I know. Everybody has financial issues, people. It's part of life with this economy and everything going on. But you just have to deal with it. And I do on a daily basis. I've had a trainer, and I still work with my trainers. It's expensive, but I have to have it, because if I don't and I gain any of that weight back, I will die. They've already told me. I got a clean bill of health this year, and I want to keep it that way. I have a gorgeous body now. But anybody can have it. I know I have had no plastic surgeries at all. Just work out with my trainers, and that's it. So we are going to do some baked chicken breasts and some fresh vegetables and bake them, and nice, great seasonings. A lot of the seasonings we're going to use are for my nationality. I'm Czechoslovakian and Czech. So we're going to do a lot of that things, and I just washed the chicken. So let's go over here and start out. And that's the chicken. We got mushrooms, garlic, spinach, fresh ginger, celery, onion, mint, avocado, sweet peppers, all kinds of great things. Let me wash my hands, and we have a ton of seasonings. And the first thing we're going to do, though, is season the chicken, because I want the chicken to get seasoned well. And you're going to season both sides, okay? And we're going to season both sides. Wherever my thing is. So we're going to use some seasoned salt. And I coat them really well. Okay. This is what I do. Like that. And then I just tip them over and coat the other side. I hope everybody is getting those workouts in, counting those calories, carbs, fats, and proteins. That's what I do on a daily basis. But I eat the same thing all week. Sometimes I don't mind. I get tired of it, but I don't have really a choice. It's easier for me with my work and just with my workouts because of the way I have to work out and stuff. And sometimes I change my schedule at the last minute. Sea salt. And I tell people this. When I first started, I came home and I cried many times. Okay? It was hard for me because they told me that I had less than 6 months to live. And I think that was the hardest thing for me to realize, wow, you know, reality really checked in, Basil. And reality checked in on me real quick, okay? And how it worked for me was I just realized, you know, I had to concentrate on myself. It was hard. I used to come home and cry. And sometimes, you know, now I don't. People at the gym would be like, man, how you do it? I'm a little beast now. And then I'll tell somebody, hey, you want to do circuit with me? No. My circuits are hard. And when my other trainer came in the other day, and he was like, you just ignored me in the parking lot running. I'm thinking, yeah, because I'm freaking dying. And stuff. To be where I'm at today is a good place in my life, health-wise, you know. I kept all my health issues private. I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want people to make fun of me. You know, I'm a very private person and things like that. Garlic powder. Life is never easy. And I learned that the hard way. When I got sick. And that's why I do these shows, to help people, because you know what? You're never guaranteed tomorrow. And I still have to be very, very careful, you know, in what I do, because if I gained any of the weight back, 5 pounds or more, they said my heart will give out and I will die. So I keep my weight off and everything. You know, I watch everything I eat. I don't go out to eat too much. If I do, I have to be really careful on where I eat because it's really, really hard. We're going to use rosemary. And to me, I don't really care. You know, I'm just happy to be alive. You know, I'm happy where I'm at today. People have asked me many things, and I said, you know, I'm a very private person. I don't like drama, and I hate shit shows. I have enough of that every day with people. So, and this one is margarine. You just try to coat them the best you can. Then we'll cut our veggies up and put them over it. When I first started, all they had me do was sit up, sit down, sit up, sit down. Now, you know, I'm deadlifting. The most I deadlift on a rack pull is 230. My deadlift, most I've pulled is 215. 205 is a normal. 205 and 210 I can get. 205 I can do like 3 reps, but I have to really, once I get going, accent. Then I'm dead by the end of the thing because I was dying the other day and I was like, man, my legs hurt. And I go take a nap in the truck. I laughed. Somebody didn't even know I was in there the other day. And they were like, where'd you come from? And I said, I trained early in the morning. I went out in the truck and took a nap because I work out with Andrew on Tuesday and Thursdays early. And I said, Andrew kicked my ass and I had to deal with Dan. And then I was off on my cleans on Wednesday. Cleans are probably, and the lunges are the hardest things that I've had to deal with and stuff. I'm time. Lots of seasonings. And this is what I do on certain seasonings. This is how I do it. I'll show you. Where I'm at today, I can honestly say I beat the odds. My doctor's stunned every day that I'm still alive. We're going to throw one bay leaf in. He really didn't think I'd make it. When I first started, nobody did. December of 2017, they said I only had till April 2018. That's what they were giving me to live. Just go like that. And that was scary for me, you know. And I really didn't know if I was going to make it, you know. That's why I stayed to myself and didn't be with anybody, because I didn't want to die. Or if I was going to die, I didn't want them to find me. You know, I'd rather just die by myself. There was many times I wanted to give up. If you think it was an easy journey the last 6 years, no, it wasn't. It was probably one of the hardest journeys I've ever had to take in my life. Do I want to do it again? Hell no. Here, wait, you just going to go like that. And it's not an easy journey for a fitness journey, because you have to make it part of your life and things like that. I do good now. What am I doing, Laura? I think to realize I beat the odds, the only problem I have now is just with the jealousy and the scorn people, you know, and stuff like that, which to me it's drama, and I hate drama. I'm not one that likes to argue. Poppy seed. Just go like that. And if you truly put yourself at the gym, you can get it off. My problem was I was just too damn fat, and I was just in a really bad situation. You know, to have the gorgeous body that I do now and be gorgeous, it's great, but I also have to work at it. You know, I can't just leave it go, because the first time I leave it go and I gain any of this weight back, I'll be dead. Sage. Now the sage, I don't put on each one. I'll show you how I do it. I do it like this. I just go. Poultry seasoning, I do the same thing. And when I had to deal with different trainers, you know, it was hard. You know, I was embarrassed, and I picked a time where there was nobody around, because I didn't want people to make fun of me. And that was the thing that I didn't. And I remember people calling and asked me. I told them I didn't even live in Ohio anymore, because I was fighting for my life at that point. From 2017, well, starting in 18 when I started working out, I started December 17, 2018. 17, 18. It was when I started. The first 3 years were really hard for me. I didn't even know if I was going to make it, you know. I mean, I really struggled. I struggled financially and everything. And I still have issues with financial stuff, like everything, but everybody does, because of the economy. I learned money wasn't everything. I learned the hard way when I almost died. And I look at life a lot differently now. I enjoy each day, because I never know what tomorrow's going to bring. I don't know if I'm getting up. God and the angels do. I don't. And then we're going to take tarragon. We're going to go like this. Like that. And I see so many people come in the gym and they leave. You know, they look at me, but they don't realize where I came from, see? They see me now, and people don't realize what I had before. They don't realize that I had those financial issues, you know. I had the health issues. I had it all. There's a couple times I wanted to give up, but I didn't, because I had cats, and my cats were the only ones that were keeping me going, because there was times I did. A couple times I thought about it. And then I heard harps one night, and I actually saw an angel. And to this day, I can still see her. I've seen angels since I was a kid. So I realized that I was going to try to beat this, you know. I wanted, at that point, I decided, you know, I wanted to live. And I had to fight. And to me, it's a journey every day, because if I don't count the carbs and calories, I can gain weight. In one day, I can gain 2 pounds. And it's easy to do. And then you're gonna coat these really good. I'll show you. Like that. And then we're gonna break, and then we'll come back and cut our veggies. We put them over. Like that. So then we're gonna break here, and I'll be back.